the rebirth, a time when literature, music, art all went under a major renovation. Great thinkers came forth and produced masterpieces. Art became more beautiful, more elegant. Music more accessible. I could be talking about Michelangelo and Da Vinci's Renaissance, but I'm not. I'm talking about yours. We're living in a 21st century Renaissance. And for every Renaissance, there has to be a cause, something perpetuating it. And for us, well, we've lived with it forever. At least it seems that way. The internet. For most of us, nothing more than a way to check Facebook, send out a few emails, play a few games. But in all truth and actuality, it's perpetuating the evolving movement of art. Literature, music, art. All of them being pushed forward by the internet. Let's look at literature. We can all access web pages, yes. But how many of you keep up with any sort of online web page? A blog on a MySpace or a Facebook, some little email account, some little hot file you keep yourself. All of these are forms of literature. The same idea went through in the original Renaissance. People were writing more. Any idea was valid. Anything could be written down. And that's what we're living in now. Everything from the little 14-year-old girl blogging about how her boyfriend doesn't seem interested anymore, all the way up to people keeping track of major political events. Everything is being published online. Everything's easily accessible. You can do it yourself. Let's look at art. It's one of the biggest movements online right now. People are becoming self-supported off art that has no physical format. People like Jeff Jacks, Marilyn Monroe, self-supporting web cartoonists. These people publish cartoons on a weekly basis, don't go to a regular 9-to-5 job. They're completely self-supported off the merchandise and prints they sell from their art. And music's probably one of the biggest perpetuations we have. There are major label bands, or formerly major label bands, that have looked at the internet and said, we can make something of this. When a band signs on with a record company, they sign a contract. The record company gives them so much money, they go produce an album, and 90% of the profit from that album goes to the record company. Bands like Radiohead and 9 Inch Nails have done away with the record labels, releasing everything themselves via the internet. A lot of the releases have no physical format. As a matter of fact, the most recent 9 Inch Nails album I've not seen in physical format yet. But he made more money off that album than he did off his past 3 with his record label. Why? Web distribution. I talked with Dr. Julie Decker. She's an artist here on campus and an art historian. And she says this is an exciting time in art. There's quick and easy access to it. And not just for accessing the physical art or the music. It's an exciting time for art historians. They can communicate with each other quicker than ever before. In fact, when I went in to do the interview with her, she had just finished corresponding with another artist states away. Trans-state research on art history. We're documenting this movement as it's occurring. In depth, in detail. This is something that's never really happened before. The original Renaissance, we have the literature from it, we have the art. We don't really have the documentation of how it evolved, what people were thinking, what perpetuated it. With our Renaissance, we do. So next time you fire up your internet connection, check your email or post in your blog, think of this. You are helping perpetuate this neo-Renaissance. You're the next Michelangelo.